Hello everyone, and in today's video we'll be having a look at the latest weather models. As we could see, another heat wave starting to pick up for most of the models today, and also said by the other YouTubers that I've been watching from the days that I wasn't active. But today I'm back. At first, I do want to make a few announcements to say if you haven't read my community posts, which you should, because I've always posted things there nearly every single day. But again, I usually post why I don't upload, and this time is the reason was because I'm extremely busy, lot of workload behind me. This which was a project, and I didn't realize it was actually to do this week, which I had to do it pretty quickly. So I didn't have actually enough time to actually upload, which is a little bit disappointing. But today I think I am back. I still have got that project to do, but it has cleared my way out a little bit. I finished it a bit, but still, for now, it is cleared. For the next couple of days, it can still be up and down. I might still have to not be able to upload if the deadline was shortened. But still, I'll keep you updated on this. At least 3 days in a row I haven't uploaded. Do want to keep you engaged with some more weather news, so here it is. And actually, as we continue, you can see, let's move on towards the temperatures. Tomorrow on Saturday, those temperatures really peak at 24-25 degrees at the mid-20s at the max. No, though those temperatures will be 20-21 for most parts of the UK. Elsewhere, stick towards the low 20, I would say not low 20s, but actually if you're not in that yellow shade, you'll be under around 11, 12, 13 degrees again, which is pretty normal if you're above Scotland, Highlands or Wales or the Midlands or Pennines. But as you continue, you can see again those temperatures will fade into nighttime, rising yet again on Saturday with highs of 22-23 degrees for the southeastern England. And finally, moving on into Monday, you can currently see 22-23 degrees again. Pretty similar temperatures, widespread for the south and the north as well. But as we head into Scotland, those temperatures will drop drastically, holding up only around 10-11 degrees at the low to mid-teens, where it might be for this. But onto Tuesday, this is where we could see another heat wave start up, and those temperatures will actually be up to 25-26 degrees again, which is a bit higher than what we expect for this time of year. So when we do get that type of temperatures, you know something big is about to happen, and this might actually spark up a heat wave. Still uncertainty, nearly a whole week away. But no, sorry, not nearly a whole week away, but nearly still 4 or 5 days away. So can't really predict how much right now, and just can't say. I would say not that likely right now, but we have been seeing this for a couple of days. There is still a risk of this not happening, but it is again dependable on the runs. Is it going to change what the forecast is going to be? But as we head into the next run, which is the precipitation run, you can currently see, though it has been a very, very wet day for Scotland, basically for the whole day, and as you continue, very, very heavy rain, and actually, there actually is a very, very heavy rain for parts of western and eastern Scotland for the whole day. As you can see on this part of the map there, on the western Scotland, here on this part, notice this part. As we continue, you can see basically wrapped in rain for the whole day before onto clearing for a bit on Friday evening, and then continuing onto Saturday and still not clearing onto Saturday. And as we continue, it clears on the Saturday for a while at night time, going on for 48 hours now, and continuing now onto Sunday, still continuing that kind of area, which this can actually happen for 48 hours. If you look at this spot right here, eastern Scotland, continuing, look at that, rain coming in for battering most parts, really just non-stop for most part. But other than that, still has been pretty wet day for most part of the country today. Not for the south, but for the Midlands and Wales and central England as well. Pretty heavy, could be localized flooding in some spots actually. But as we continue this, you can currently see high pressure, low pressure is dominating, continuing. Yeah, now you can see more rain is coming on to Saturday, which again will tend to be standing there and not even going to be moving. And the reason for this is because that's not much wind. And as we continue, it will probably dissipate. But again, we see another front towards the south pushing down towards the Channel Islands. Doesn't look like it's going to impact us, but as we continue, more scattered or hit and miss showers will continue for the whole country. Not a washout, just a scattered shower. And as we continue, we break into clear skies onto Monday and onto Tuesday. Very, very variable cloud amounts. So for the south, definitely could have actually a chance to get a heat wave with sunshine, no cloud, no rain, no nothing. So nearly bone dry. So we could as well actually see that a heat wave coming in. And this will be our third one if we actually see it moving in. But today's maximum temperature was 29 degrees at Lake and Heath Royal Air Force Base, 28 degrees in Mildenhall Royal Air Force Base, 27.3 degrees in Heathrow, which again is actually kind of surprising because on the weather models it actually showed 21 or 22 degrees. But again, these temperatures, it can get localized, and when I say localized, it's very exposed spots. And these spots on the list here is being put on the very exposed spots, which when I say widely, I mean most parts of the UK. When I say exposed spots, I mean rarely. And when I say rarely, it means it's around 2 or 3 degrees or even 4 or 5 degrees higher than what's actually the widespread temperature. So these are the values, 29 to 26 degrees all the way at the bottom of the list by Stansted Airport. So this is what we are looking at today. Those temperatures will be a bit cooler tomorrow, holding up to 20-21 degrees. Not as warm as today, but we have to look at the bigger picture as we head into the GFS run. You can currently see let's actually see if a heat wave is going to happen. As we continue, you can currently see, let's switch up those 800 HPA temperatures. To start off with, doesn't really look likely so, but as we head into really parts of 10th, 11th, and actually into really kind of the 13th of June, we're starting to see something develop, which is caught my eye here, with highs of 34, 35 degrees, which is basically just heat wave conditions. And what's actually causing this is we have to look out in the Atlantic again. It's this southerly breeze here, and this southerly breeze is dragging in mild air from the Atlantic, which is what the same scenario happened 2 weeks prior when we had the heat wave, or a week prior when we had that 34 to 35 degree heat wave, which again could be another reoccurrence of that as those temperatures. Let's see if it's actually going to be categorized as a heat wave. It starts about Wednesday, 9th of June, highs of 27, 28 degrees. Thursday, 29, 30, 31 degrees, which will already be categorized as a heat wave for the south. Next day, 11th of July, 31, 32 degrees, which again, the second day of the heat wave, if we count this. And if you don't know what heat wave is, it's basically your location. It depends on your location. For Scotland, it will be 25 degrees or higher for more than 3 days. And for the south, it will be 29 degrees or 28 or 29 degrees higher for 3 days or more. So go to the Met Office website and check your location to see what degree are you. So because we can be getting some spots getting the heat wave while some others not. So there can be a bit of confusion. And when people say heat wave, not the whole UK, it's just talking about your location having it. So it really does depend on your location or the geography. But most of the time it is kind of that widespread area of England and Wales, which will most likely be seeing that. But moving on, it's set to get even higher on 12th of June with highs of 34, 35 degrees, which is mid to high 30s, which only this suggests 2 meter temperatures. It doesn't show 2 meter maximum temperatures, so this can be even higher with even 36 or 37 if it was max. Now moving on to Sunday, 13th of June. 35, 36 degrees again. That kind of same region, but it just moved eastwards. Now, again, Monday, 14th of June, 34, 36 degrees again. Moving forward, on to Tuesday, it does get a tiny bit colder with highs of nearly 30 degrees. And here, still 29, 30 degrees. Continuing. Again, look at that. Look how cold it gets at this point. 27, 28. And at the end, still 29, 28. And then here, again, we could see another batch of heat wave with 34, 35 again. And then look how widespread actually this heat wave is. You can see that red color as I flick through the days into mid-June. You can really see the power of this. But to take this into account, we actually have to look at the PM run, which as we continue this, you can currently see 124 hours ahead. Those ANJ-HBA temperatures, not very hot then. But here, as we see that high pressure rotate. Let's go run back to 10th of July. Highs of 29, 28 degrees. Skip a day forward, 2-3 degrees higher with highs of low 30s to mid 30s for the south exposed spots. As we continue on to Saturday, 12th of July, 32, 33 degrees for basically for the whole of Wales, England, and also Midlands, and some parts of Scotland as well, which is actually pretty surprising because we could see the whole UK up into a heat wave with this. And on Sunday, look at this pre-died out at this point with 27, 28 degrees and can't actually go any further, which we could see again tropical night if we could see this. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a night with temperatures not dropping below 20 degrees, which has actually happened on this heat wave before, on the second heat wave, which was which was 1 week ago. But as we continue onto the ECMWF run, there's a completely different run. You can currently see those ANJ-HBA temperatures. Look at this. As we continue, those temperatures doesn't really rise at all until really this point, which we see those two mean temperatures, which those temperatures doesn't really get that high that much, with highs really only 29, 30 degrees, which is nothing compared towards the GFS and ECM, GFS and GEM chart. I don't know why I keep getting it mixed up, but it's nothing compared to those two, which has literally mid to high 30s from those temperatures, and it doesn't even say to mean high temperature. It doesn't even say maximum temperature, but all this run says for now is really only around 30, 31 degrees, which is few degrees lower than the GFS and GEM chart. Which that's why I say there is still uncertainty to this, and it really does begin in, I would say, 10th, 11th of July or somewhere like that, which is mid-July, which again is still a week away for the weather models to get it right. So let's see which ones is actually going to get it right or not. Is it going to be ECMWF where it stays colder, or is it going to be GFS and GM where it does actually wrap up to actual heat wave pattern, which we could actually see if we see the conditions just right, like the last heat wave, which actually did spark a amber health alert for around 3-4 days, I think, which it got extended last time on to Tuesday. But still, thank you for watching this video on the latest update. Thank you for watching this video, and until next time.